The gentle hum of the airplane engines had lulled him into a state of anticipation as he gazed out the window at the approaching skyline of his hometown. 4 days ago, he had packed for a 2-week work assignment 700 kilometers away, his mind filled with project details and deadlines. Now he was returning unexpectedly early, the training program cut short by an instructor's accident. As the plane touched down, he felt that unique comfort of coming home sooner than expected. A simple pleasure, sleeping in his own bed tonight instead of the sterile hotel room that had been his temporary residence. He texted his girlfriend about his early return while navigating the morning airport crowd, his weekend bag slung over his shoulder. No response came, but that wasn't unusual. She was probably busy at work. The taxi ride to his apartment building passed quickly, the familiar streets welcoming him back. He climbed the stairs to his floor, key already in hand, when something stopped him mid-step. Through his apartment door came sounds that didn't belong, high-pitched squeals and laughter of young children. A cold sensation trickled down his spine. He had no neighbors with small children. His brother didn't have young kids. His girlfriend didn't have children. No one who possessed his keys had children who made those sounds. His heart hammered against his ribs as his mind raced through possibilities. Had someone broken in? Squatters? He inserted his key with trembling fingers and pushed the door open to a scene that belonged in someone else's life. Water glistened across his hardwood floors, trailing from the bathroom. Half-eaten plates of ravioli sat abandoned on his living room carpet. The expensive rug he had saved for months to purchase. Suitcases gaped open in his entryway like wounded animals, spilling unfamiliar clothes across the floor. And there, running through his living space with wet hair and unbridled energy, was a child he had met only twice before, his girlfriend's sister's son. The blood in his veins seemed to freeze, then boil in quick succession. His gaze traveled from the mess to his couch, where a man, his girlfriend's sister's husband, sat comfortably surrounded by tangled cords. In his hands was a PlayStation controller connected to a PS2 console that had been carefully packed away in storage boxes that would have required deliberate searching to find. What the hell is going on here? The words escaped his lips before he could contain them, his voice tight with shock and rising anger. The man looked up, surprise flickering briefly across his face before being replaced by casual nonchalance. Oh, hey man, you're back early. No explanation, no apology. Just the calm acknowledgement of his presence, as if he were the unexpected visitor in his own home. The confrontation escalated quickly as the man explained with infuriating casualness that his girlfriend had offered them his apartment for their 2-week vacation in the city, a beach getaway for the family while he was supposedly away. As if on cue, his phone vibrated with a text from his girlfriend. Oh, okay, BTW, my sis fam is at your flat. An afterthought, a casual addendum. As if lending out his private space to people he barely knew without his knowledge or consent was as trivial as borrowing a sweater. His girlfriend's sister emerged from his bedroom, her expression shifting from surprise to annoyance as he demanded they leave immediately. The argument grew heated, voices rising until his girlfriend was called, then placed on speaker so all could hear her accuse him of embarrassing her in front of her family. "You're embarrassing me?" he asked incredulously, gesturing to the chaos around him. "This is my home. These are my things. You gave them access without even asking me." The situation deteriorated further when he noticed something else. His prescription papers on the kitchen counter, not in the precise order he always kept them. With growing horror, he checked his medication cabinet to find his box of benzodiazepines opened, pills missing. They had gone through his medical records and helped themselves to his prescription medication, a violation so profound it left him speechless with rage when they finally left, after he threatened to call both the police and his brothers for support. They made a point of telling their disappointed children that their vacation was over because mean little sister's boyfriend cast us out. The emotional manipulation was the final straw in an already unbelievable situation. In the days that followed, the fallout was severe. His girlfriend's entire family turned against him, sending messages and calls filled with accusations of selfishness and cruelty. Even some members of his own family suggested he should have simply stayed at his girlfriend's place to allow the children their vacation, as if his privacy, property, and prescription medications were acceptable sacrifices for someone else's holiday plans. His relationship hung by a thread. Conversations with his girlfriend circled this betrayal endlessly, her refusal to acknowledge the severity of her actions, driving a wedge between them that widened with each passing day. He found himself questioning his own reactions, wondering if perhaps he had overreacted. The insidious effect of being told repeatedly that his boundaries were unreasonable. But in the quiet moments when he looked around his apartment, his sanctuary now tainted by the memory of this violation. He couldn't shake the feeling that something fundamental had been broken. Trust, once shattered, leaves behind edges too sharp to handle without being cut. Was he truly wrong for protecting the sanctity of his private space? For being upset that strangers had access to his home, his belongings, even his medications without his knowledge?
Or was this the kind of boundary violation that revealed deeper, irreconcilable differences in how he and his girlfriend viewed respect within their relationship? What would you do if you found strangers living in your home because your partner gave them permission without telling you? Would you forgive such a profound breach of trust, or would this be the moment that revealed incompatible values? We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below.